Awesome. I am live, except nothing's showing. Yeah, let's do this one. Alright, cool. I am trying to check I'm learning how to live stream onto YouTube. So, I hope you, whoever you are that's watching, can enjoy me fumbling around learning how to do this. What I'm trying to learn how to do is I'm trying to make it to where I can cycle through some of my different cameras. I need to actually set up an automation for this so that it will work correctly. There's my upper camera, which is way up there. This is my close-up view. This is my view to the right. And this is my iPad. So I'm going to play a new song that I'm working on. This is a song that I'm working on called Neptune's Daughter. Seems to be working pretty well. So there's just a little bit of it. I think that's it. I'm going to finish this stream. This was the first time I've ever tried to do this, and seems like it's pretty successful. So because of this, I'm going to start streaming more stuff. I'm going to get another camera angle set up so that I can have a shot over my desk, so if I'm working on something. But now I know how to stream my iPad. I know how to do all the camera angles that I need right here, and I probably can even do a picture-in-picture where I can have another angle, so if I want an overhead shot. So I'm going to set that up too, and then I'll have a rig to where I can just start doing the live YouTube videos, which hopefully will help me get my YouTube channel back to doing some cool stuff. So in the near future, if you're checking this out at a later date, I am hoping to have a lot more content, especially recording content, because a lot of times I'll start recording and I'll want to film myself, but I just don't have everything set up and I'm not in that mindset. With this, hopefully with just a couple clicks of a button, I will be ready to start streaming, and then I can show you my recording process. And right now, I've tried other software. I've used Cubase's and I hate it. I've used a lot of other programs, DAWs that I've downloaded onto my iPad. I like recording on my iPad because I can mix it in my car and I can do all sorts of stuff. So I really like that aspect of it, but I am not happy with most of the DAWs that I've found for my iPad. So I've just been sticking to GarageBand, and I'm not ashamed of it. I kind of am ashamed of it, but I'm not that ashamed of it because GarageBand is actually pretty good. And I started out on a 4-track recorder. That's how old I am. And so, this was tape a long time ago, back when Moses was a kid. I worked on the 4-track recorders. So, I'm an old dude, and the stuff that you can do with the GarageBand is amazing. This is more power than the Beatles had when they made Sgt. Pepper's. This is more power than Brian Wilson had when he made Pet Sounds, and it's more control stuff than Dylan had when he made Highway 61. So if those albums could be made with 4-track recorders, then there's no excuse for somebody not to be able to make a masterpiece with GarageBand. The only thing about GarageBand that I'm not real happy about, there are two things actually there are three things, and I wish they would fix them. There were 4 things. One of them they fixed recently with an update. They now have a time code, which makes me so happy that I can see how long the song is. If they would add these other 3 things, GarageBand would be just as good, I think, as just about any other DAW. The first thing that really would be good is if you could zoom in. I'm going to click over to the iPad scene real quick and just show you what I'm talking about. If I want to look at one of these tracks, I can zoom in so far, and then it goes to snap to grid off. That should be a button where you just hit it and turn off the grid. And then you should be able to keep zooming in until you can come right in and edit really fine detail. Like if there's a pop, you should be able to zoom right down onto it and cut that pop out. But as it is, like the biggest, the smallest selection that you can cut out is, going to be limited to this. I think that should be fixed. So that's number one that I would like to see fixed on the iPad. The other thing that I would like to see is, like, some DAWs have an actual mixer thing that pops up, and it lets you have sub mixes or sub buses, so you can mix certain things to. I would like to see that, and I would like to see an actual master bus that you could work with. So that would be two other things that I think would make this perfect. Actually, if they were going to do one more thing up here in the plugins, there are only a few plugins that you can put in, and it might be nice to have like maybe 3 or 4 more plugins that you could line up. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the GarageBand. And Billie Eilish, they got a Grammy for recording on GarageBand for the album that they recorded on GarageBand. So, it's nothing. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing, and I think that, people shouldn't be so ashamed of it. So that's my rant for today. I hope you have a great day. God bless you, and thank you for tuning in and listening to me ramble. Have a great day.